aspects of BAM is community.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I know that you hold near and dear to your heart. So, like, what was it about community that helped your nervous system, and why that community piece was important for you?
I mean, community is so important in general, and I see this in my life, in my, in EarthSpeak, in my spiritual community, and then in BAM community, in every community, because of co-regulation. And so, for folks who don't know what that is, it's when we, humans get together and their nervous systems are so unconsciously noticing the other people's nervous systems and seeing whether it's safe, they're feeling safe or threatened. And then we're kind of like co-regulating or co-dysregulating into, taking on like, oh, they feel safe to me, they're feeling safe. Oh, I can actually like settle in a little bit. And I think that's huge. Like there's so much self-help out there that's like, just help yourself. And actually part of the role of therapy and is to have someone who is well regulated that your nervous system can unconsciously learn from. And so being in community is always so helpful for this co-regulation piece. Like this is core to who we are, how we're wired biologically.
Yeah.
And for me personally in BAM, being in community was really fun because I got to see so many different types of businesses and people's journeys, like at different points than where I was, but seeing them move through similar things, either things I hadn't been through or things I was very familiar with, and just being able to kind of experience that activation and like deactivation through their story myself kind of helped unwind some layers I was holding. And it's just fun. It's inspiring to be with other people and to hear their vulnerable truths and to be heard and witnessed by other people who aren't going to judge you and who are actually going to celebrate you. And one thing, we all reflected back to each other things that were really helpful about, and this wasn't something that you like told us to do. It was just like how our community evolved of like, oh, actually, this is really insightful and helpful. I love how you ... Like this, I think this happened for everyone. Like everyone got reflections back about that because sometimes it's hardest to see yourself because you're so in it that you're like, is this even valuable? Like, in what I'm thinking or wanting to do or saying even making sense or, I don't know, worth it to anyone? And other people be like, oh my gosh, I've never thought of it that way. That helped change everything. Like, these reflections are so necessary. Like there's so much focus in our domination society on doing it yourself and succeeding and getting ahead and like being this isolated pillar of success. But that's just not, I don't know, that's not sustainable or realistic, especially to people who have trauma. So, yeah.